Hey, this is Craig, the pool man with Pool Specialist. We have a very short tutorial for you here on how to use your spa in freeze protect mode. And this is for an Jandy AquaLink system. So let's give it a look and see what you got. When you pull up your screen on your computer, it's going to look like this. If you bring it up on your phone, it's of course going to come in what you're going to call portrait mode, and then in the upper right hand corner you're going to see web, and when you press on web it's going to tell you to rotate your phone, and it's going to pull this up in landscape mode. So what you're going to find is you're going to see that my air temperature here is 33 degrees, and the standard time or temperature that your pool will go into freeze protect is 37 degrees. Now you can lower that and you can raise it a few degrees, and that may be enough to help you out if you are trying to use your spa and it's 33 degrees or 34 degrees. But if it's 20 degrees, that's not going to do it for you. So with the newer boards, the reality is if you are in freeze protect mode, you can hit your spa button and it will turn your spa on, and you're going to then have your spa run for a period of time. It'll time out, and in 30 minutes or an hour you're going to have to re-hit that button so that you don't lose all the heat in your spa. But if you happen to have an older board, what you're going to need to do is come into menu, and then you're going to want to go into system setup. One of the things that I always like to do with a spa is I like to put in a runtime. This is effectively an egg timer, and it says after so many minutes I'm going to shut this device off. So you can see that I have my spa jet pump set for 30 minutes, my air blower set for 30 minutes. Well, what happens is a lot of times people let their kids use the spa or their neighbors use the spa, and they turn the spa on and they forget to turn it off. And so we show up at pools, 4 or 5 days later, the heater's going, the spa's still on, the pool could potentially be green because it has had no circulation or chlorine. So I like to put a runtime on this. So if you click on the spa and then you come over here and you enter in, you can go anything up to 4 hours. So let's just say we set it at 4 hours and you hit enter. Now you'll see that I have a runtime of 4 hours for the spa, which is practical. So in other words, if your kids decide they're going to jump in the spa when you and your wife are out for a lovely dinner, and they don't tell you about it, at least you're not going to be finding out later on in the week that your heater's been running all week. So once you do this, you want to hit save. Okay, so that's an important thing to do with your spa. Next is if you need to override the freeze protection on your spa, you could come over here and click on freeze protection. And here it tells you what items are actually turning on in freeze protect. So the filter pump, of course, and you cannot disable the filter pump from being on in freeze protect. The spa is listed, the cleaner, the bubbler, the jet pump, the slide, and you can go down and you can see on this particular one the different things that are engaged in freeze protect. So we're going to come up here and we are actually going to click on the spa, and we are going to turn that off and save it. Now if we go back to where the spa is, we can of course turn the spa on or turn the spa off because it's no longer engaged in freeze protect. Now I caution anybody from doing this, because if you forget to go back and re-enable it, you may very well wind up having frozen pipes. So leave yourself a note, set a timer on your iPhone, something of that nature. But if you're talking the air is 20 degrees, the ground is frozen, you probably have an hour, maybe two max, before those pipes are going to start freezing. And so make sure that after you use the spa, if you have an older board, that you come back into the menu, you go into system setup, you go to freeze protect, and you engage freeze protect on the spa. Save it. That's a very important trip, because if you don't click on save and it doesn't bring you back to the screen, you haven't re-engaged freeze protect. And now we can come back and we can do it. This, of course, is a new board, and even though we are in freeze protect, it just is going to let me turn it on. So that is one of the nicer features with the newer program. Again, the older boards do not do this. So I hope you found this short little tutorial educational. If you did, please drop us a like. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.